$6,674.83.
Move we approve it.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor said motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those against, same sign. Motion carries.
Can we further discuss the Tremont
Sure.
demolition? Sarah, do you want to talk about that?
Okay.
Get some background.
419 Tremont in Massillon was bid out with 12 of their 20, hopefully in October, in mid-October. It was bid out to a contractor who must have.
Well, we bid
on
it to 7. We received one bid.
One bid on this property.
Two contractors told us they had no access to the property.
Right. So what happened was we sent them a contract and then they withdrew their bid. The property sits on the corner and the driveway is very slanted. It's up on a hill. It has this retaining wall that's pretty bad. And since we don't have any bids, we've been talking to Dave Maley, and he went out there, talked to a couple people nearby, and he also talked to a couple contractors saying that, you know, with certain equipment or using someone's driveway, they could get in there kind of things. Because we had called them after the contractor withdrew their bid saying, there's no way to access this property, you know, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to just rebid kind of thing? So Marshall Land Company talked to Dave Maley and said that they were interested in bidding, but they did not give us all of the contractor.
They had initially
information.
contacted us
Yes.
back last spring about becoming a moving a high forward contractor. We've contacted them on 2 or 3 occasions. Since then, they would not supply us with their insurance information. That was our. I think that's really something we don't want to waive, but that's a board decision. I have no reason to believe they don't have insurance. I just can't get it from them. The question being is, how does the board want us to pursue with this demolition? Do you want us to bid? Well, there's multiple options. We can bid to Marshall, knowing that we could award if they would come up with the correct insurance information, but knowing that if they don't come up with the correct insurance information, we may only have one bid, which could be theirs, which we would have to reject at that point. Or they could be low, and we would still have to reject their low bid if they could not come up with the insurance. We could bid to the contractors back on our list again, having them contact the City of Massillon, Dave Maley, and get additional information. There's multiple ways we can handle this. Our main concern is that we bid this again and we get no bids. And what do we do at that point? You know, Dave said to us, is there a chance that this property can't be taken down? Well, if I can't get any contractors, yeah, there is. You know, so we're trying.
An alternate,
What?
is he ready to give you an alternate sites to use the money for?
No, they want this house down. Yeah, they want this house down.
So does Marshall do business with anyone else?
Yes, Marshall does business in the City of Alliance and the City of Canton, and does
Okay.
quite a bit.
Okay, so who have we talked to at Marshall? I mean, who refused to give you the I just find this hard to believe.
The owner.
That they do business in other.
The owner.
Well, does he give it in Alliance and Massillon?
Stop-
Or Alliance and Canton?
They have a little bit lower insurance limits in the City of Alliance. City of Canton, I think they have a little bit lower limits, and I believe they use bonding. So they have everything that they need. We're not using bonds, so we like to make sure we have the insurance limits. You know, there's multiple ways to handle this.
Can't we use a bond?
What?
Can't we use a bond?
We can, but that hasn't been part of anything. They've never come back and proposed anything else to us. It's been more, quite honestly, I think what it's been is they're very busy doing work, and they weren't overly interested at any point in time in doing work for us. Not that they wouldn't. It's just they didn't, at that point in time, I think, quote, they didn't need us. I have no idea if any other contractor may be interested in this. I have no idea how Marshall contacted the City of Massillon to discuss this property. I don't know if the City of Massillon contacted Marshall. We're willing to do whatever the board would
One
like.
of your options was to send it out again to all 7 eligible contractors.
Well, we're not going to send it to the one that withdrew their bid.
Well,
Yes, but yeah, we can do that. The problem being is we're bidding the same property that we were before. If you didn't want to bid before, what was that reasoning? We're understanding it's very difficult to access the property. The city is telling Sarah verbally that they're willing to work with a contractor, yet I can't put that in a bid that you're willing to work with the contractor. What are you willing to provide? So the contractor knows. We're going to, when we rebid this, we are going to put Dave Maley's contact information in here, so if a contractor has questions, he can get in touch. But I can't put anything in a contract unless I have something legally from the city saying we're going to provide A, B, and C.
Can you kind of lay it off on Dave and say, Dave, you got to call these people because we can't get it allowed to the
We sort of have. Sarah's talked to Dave on multiple occasions about this, and I think he's trying to be helpful, but I think some of this is out of his hands, too.
We're not going to be cutting any corners, and they have to have the proper insurance.
Okay.
Otherwise, this is not going to be taken down.
Okay.
So I'm just speaking for myself. I think as a board, we need to give Lynn clear direction as to what we're willing to do. And I would propose that the property be rebid. Insurance qualifications and proper limits must be met. If it is not bid, or there is no successful bid on it, it's then up to the city of Massillon to handle this on their own in whatever fashion is that they can.
I agree.
And basically, we've tried to assist them on this particular parcel, but it just didn't work out. It's still left with them ultimately to make a decision. If they want to go a bonding route, that's their decision. But they can take a look at the other communities that do have bonding in place, which would then perhaps meet this particular issue, and we can always come back and take a look at it down the road, even though the MOF funds may be expired at that point in time. But as a board, we would still have DTAC funds available to address these types of potential problems down the road. But I'm not going to bend on the insurance.
Okay. Would you like us to bid to Marshall, letting them know that if they submit the proper insurance documentation at the time of their bid, we'll accept a bid? Or would you just like us to go with the contractors that we currently have on our approved list?
I think you can rebid it, and as long as they meet the insurance requirements, we're fine, even if it is Marshall. But
Okay.
there's obviously a reason why they didn't give you the insurance information.
I think part of it was they weren't guaranteed anything. I think at this point, they're feeling like they have a better chance. I don't know.
Is that okay for the board?
I agree with what Alex just said.
So we'll allow her to submit it for rebidding and include Marshall, provided again they meet the insurance requirements. It's been moved. Seconded. All those in favor said motion say aye.
Aye.
Those against, same sign. Motion carries. In regard to advertising costs,